This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, Wednesday, January the 11th, 2023. A lot on the show this morning, including Gowan's appearance tomorrow night at Belleville's Empire Theater. We had him on the show this morning. It was Charity yesterday. I had a chance to catch up with the performer and find out why Belleville's Empire Theater has such a special place in his musical heart.
I'm a bit like an Empire boomerang. I first of all, I love the theater. I love the fact that it's, that it's a privately owned theater. That it's got. It reminds me of the kind of theaters I first got a chance to play in the 1980s. Where there was a very individual character to it. Not it wasn't what do you call them? The community theaters, and those, which are completely fine, but they can get a little bit generic. This one's got its own personality, its own spirits and ghosts that are inhabiting the place. And I have to say, even with all the times I've played there once with Styx for the big outdoor festival they had, and several times on my own. But during 2020, did a couple of concerts there to a completely empty hall, just a live stream that we did around. We did one in Halloween, and then we did another one around Christmas, and those two have completely, kind of indelibly, kind of marked the place in my memory, because they were the only two places I ever went. There's only one place I ever went to actually play for that entire year. And that's odd for me, because I usually play over 100 shows a year.
Well, and that was a very odd time, and I'm curious to know, too, how was that? Now that things have opened back up, You were able to play virtually. It must be wonderful to be back in person.
Yeah, it's astounding, quite honestly. The United States opened up a lot earlier, so we actually started playing shows again in June of 2021. And from that point until even right to the present, it is amazing how that experience is stuck with people, where you can kind of feel this incredible emotional release that they have, even if they've been to a few shows already. I love how vital it's kind of underscored in our lives, just how much people get out of a live rock show, and out of any live entertainment at all. But let's face it, the greatest live entertainment is a great live rock show.
Absolutely.
In my experience.
Mm-hmm. So you return to Belleville Thursday, January 12th, back at the Empire Theater. What can people expect this time around, Gowan?
We mostly focus on, there were 6 Gowan studio albums, so we go through, I think, just about every one of them. I'm just looking at the set list this morning. We mostly focus on this, a lot of the 80s stuff. You're never going to go to a Gowan show and not hear, Strange Animal and Moonlight Desires and Roll a Soldier and A Criminal Mind. Those songs are in every show. There's a couple of ones that are more album tracks that have become people's favorites over the years, particularly in the last 20 years. Stellar band that I have with me, and it's a great big unapologetic rock show filled with lots of smoke, lights, and mirrors, and rock pomposity.
Now, you mentioned people expect certain songs, or they want to hear certain songs from you. What do you like playing?
Jerry, that's a moving target. Every night it's a little bit different. Something happens in an audience where one song that you weren't expecting to be your favorite of the night will suddenly emerge as being the one that really connects really profoundly with people and in the moment. So it's obvious, when you get the initial response to songs that were, one of the top 10 hits, let's put it that way. Mm-hmm. There's an immediate response there. And quite often it could be one of those songs that ends up being the favorite. I mean, I'm always going to love playing Moonlight Desires, for example. There's never been a moment on stage where I wasn't, thoroughly enjoying doing that song. A Criminal Mind obviously brings out a really visceral response from the audience every single time we play it, either if we play with Styx or with Gowan.
Tickets, there's still a few available, I believe, through the Empire. So if you want to see Gowan, again, Thursday night, check out the empiretheater.com. It's so great to speak with you, Gowan, and we really appreciate the time.
Tickets at the empiretheater.com. Jan Arden's show, which is coming up, that's already sold out. So a lot of people taking advantage of that New Year's resolution to get out more often and enjoy more shows at the Empire Theater. Full list of upcoming events at theempiretheater.com. One of those is taking place on April the 2nd. Kids Got Talent. And that is, of course, the yearly fundraiser for the Children's Safety Village. And if your youngster is a great singer, dancer, musician, ventriloquist, comedian, whatever, got to get that video in pretty soon. We caught up with Executive Director of the Children's Safety Village, Bill Glisky, to ask what kind of talent he's looking for.
We're looking for talent in every category, in every possible way people could show off their talent. We have 3 official categories, ages 4 to 10, ages 11 to 17, and then groups. But within that, singers, dancers, jugglers, magicians, acrobatics, pretty much anything you can think of. And it can be, we've had acts ranging from, classical pianists to, last year we had a young man who danced, was self-taught hip-hop dancing.
Wow.
He learned it all from YouTube. So whatever you can do, if you think it's creative and clever and you do it well, send us an audition tape.
Yeah. And the audition, of course, is a video that you need to film between now and, Friday, I guess. That's when the cutoff is. Full registration details are available on the website. It's pretty easy to do, Bill.
It's very easy to do. Like we said, like you said, all the directions are there at the website or on our Facebook page. But Mark, just between us.
Okay.
We're doing a little Jimmy Hollywood here.
Right.
Just between us.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody.
Got it.
I get a little whisper that the deadline may be extended a few days.
Oh, okay.
You may be hearing that later today, that there's a little more time. That doesn't mean people should wait, because the sooner you get it in, the better. But you may have a few days if you're scrambling to get it done by Friday.
Bill Glisky, Executive Director of the Children's Safety Village. Biggest fundraiser they have of the year is the Kids Got Talent, which is coming up on April 2nd at Belleville's Empire Theater. It is a very important fundraiser for you, Bill.
It is. Like you said, Mark, it is our biggest fundraiser. It allows us to do so many things at the village, including, a big part of that is our ability to help the schools pay for busing. We help subsidize that so the schools can, give the schools a chance to have a little extra travel cash so the kids can not only come to the village but can go other places through the year as well. Keeps the gates open, keeps the Jeeps running, all those good things that people love to do at the village.
4th annual Kids Got Talent on stage at the Empire Theater April 2nd, but it begins with your kids getting their videos in. Once again, off their Facebook page and the website, the best place to go. Bill, how can they do it?
Go to CSV Belleville. Actually, there's a landing page that you just click on the landing page. It'll take you straight to how you audition. If you don't hit the landing page, just go to what we do, and you'll see Kids Got Talent, and it's all right there. Or go to our Facebook page, Kids Got Talent on Facebook, and it'll take you right there as well.
All right, Bill, we appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it as always.
So don't wait for those deadlines to be extended. Get them in ASAP. Still, Friday seems to be the date. Keep it tuned to their Facebook page for all the details on that. Top 20 and could win cash are going to make it on stage to the Empire Theater coming up on April the 2nd. Once again, it's a Throwback Thursday. Tomorrow, you have your choice between our 2 songs, Journey, Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, and Toto's Rosanna, as we gave away tickets to Journey and Toto last week to Peter Runyon. So let's see which one you enjoy most. Winning song is coming up after the news tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Get your votes in on Facebook. And join me tomorrow for a Throwback Thursday. We talked this morning about self-sabotage and how many times a day we put ourselves down and get in the way of achieving our own goals. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about a thing called lucky girl syndrome. It's the other way around. If you just believe it'll happen, it will. And why does it work? That and more coming up tomorrow morning with Mark and Charity Mornings on 95.5 Hits FM. We'll talk to you then.